J-Dog's back to answer some more goddamn questions. And the questions we're going over today should be a pretty fucking good one because it's the first video I ever did with the interview. This is the King Fowley interview. Remember I told you guys yesterday that we'd go over this one when I have a little bit more time as far as, I didn't bring up any other shit prior. 245 comments. It's got to be the most views. I didn't look it up. The only other one that might be given a run for its money that might have more, but it's been posted way longer, was this is Satanic War Master Racist. Last time I looked that up, it was like at 6,000 views, and that was like 3 months ago or so. This is at 7.9K views in 3 motherfucking weeks. So it was a goddamn hit. It seems like people that were liking it. I didn't even pre-read the views around comments at all right now. 245. So I don't even know if there's going to be a ton of questions. I mean, because it was more so maybe they're questions for King. I know King did go through the comments and was replying to them, et cetera, because I saw him again at Bulldozer, and I wanted to do another interview, like I said, with him and Don at the same time. I thought that would be the best way to do Don, at least for me. For you guys may not care, but for me, for Don, I don't know if it would be as good of an interview because I see him all the time. So it'd be kind of almost like, it'd almost be like us talking about just random stupid shit that nobody cares about. As opposed to if it was him and King, I could kind of get him maybe going a little bit, maybe some banter. I would think of something just on the fly. I did go, like I said, but I don't know if it'd be up before or after this one. I still need to download it and add the little goddamn intro, hopefully. I did another interview with Matt Harvey and Raw Sewage at the same time, sitting down on a fucking couch. Let me know, too, guys, because it seemed like the King Fowley was a big hit. Let me know if there's anyone else you want me to interview within fucking reason. Don't come over here saying anything stupid like, fucking, get King Diamond. Well, yeah, no shit. Of course I would love to, but that goddamn rock star's hiding backstage. And J-Dog who? I mean, he doesn't need Hell's who and all that. He's not going to want to fucking do it. So the odds of that is slim to none. But like Athenar, I'll more than likely do as long as he says yes. Paul from Balmer, Brian Baxter, Don King. People like that are very, very realistic. But put others in there. And if they're coming through again, if next time Christian comes through, I wish I would have done one with them because it was me, Eric, and Chase hanging out with them in the basement the last time they just played here like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. That would have been perfect. All three brothers down there. Even just I get one of the guys. That next time they come through, that's realistic one if they come through again. But put in there who you guys would love to fucking see. Someone like John McEntee's realistic. You know what I mean? Next time they come to Cleveland. Again, someone fucking realistic, goddammit. Who would you love to fucking see? Put it in there. And as far as I'm going to answer it now, because I did see the first day when I posted, that's the only time I saw the comments was within the first 12 hours. I keep telling you guys. People asking about the intro. The intro. That's something Francisco and Jamming Out All Badass. Again, go over check that goddamn channel out. I did 2 podcasts with them. Need to do a goddamn third. Once I get fucking time, I will. I definitely will do one, though. He made the intro for me months and months and months ago. And he's like, hey, just something I made for fun. He's like, if you want to use it, use it. If you don't. It's just been sitting on my laptop. I wanted to use it for every video, but this fucking dumb fuck over here doesn't know how to edit and knows how to edit to the videos. And I know it's simple. I know people are watching. No, it's super simple. And I was talking to people about doing it, but it's like I can already tell between adding it and then saving and all that other shit. It's like a 10, 15 minutes. I'm like, all right, great. So now every video I'm doing they're generally 20 minutes long, and another 15 minutes. Now they're 35 minutes long. I got to keep this ball going. Struggling to keep up with the fucking videos on a daily basis as is, especially during this holiday season. So that's why I didn't ask. Fuck it. I know I can learn how to do it. That's not the issue. It's like I don't have to. If it was like literally like 60 seconds to add it, done. Then fucking fine, I would do it. But I'll probably use the intro on the Exhumed one as well. But yeah, cool ass intro. Thanks to Francisco. But people are commenting, holy shit, J-Dog's got intro. J-Dog's got intro now. Yeah, so Francisco made that quite a while ago, maybe earlier this year. And so I finally got to use it. So I thought it'd be perfect rather than because the Kings, it wasn't like, it just kind of jumped into it because it was like a conversation. So I was like, at least, when the fucking video opens, it made a little more goddamn sense. Anyway, scroll the fucking file. What is this? Killdig.com. Who is King Fowley? Question mark. He must be somebody. You're watching the fucking video, bro. If you don't know who that is, I don't know what the fuck you're doing in metal. How do you not know who that is? Skipping Lobster. Laugh aloud. He doesn't like the hipster bands, but doesn't like anything that has any kind of mainstream success. That's not true, dude. His favorite fucking band of all time is Iron. Oh, I mean, I think they're his favorite band of all time, but way up there is Iron Maiden. Loves Iron Maiden. What do you mean? There's mainstream like a motherfucker. Is that Maiden's as mainstream as it gets? What are you talking about? You could literally go get Killer shirts in Walmart. I know. I've seen them. So that's not true at all. Mushroom Leg, shit ton of question marks. Can you please tell me the band used for the intro? The toilet vocals are Chef's Kiss. Francisco created that. That's kind of like his general surgery worship, general surgery necrology worship. Him and I both love necrology. That's how we got kind of talking a little bit even more in depth. Long story short, I don't want to say too much because I don't know if he wants it out there yet, even though I think it's okay now. We might have even talked about it openly on the last podcast I did with him. But he's doing a side project band, and it's total necrology worship, and we're supposed to do a vinyl of it, of the demos. So that was kind of like that for that intro. Yeah, thought those were great. Glad you picked up on that though too, because I thought the exact same thing you did, brah. Was on music. It's a general surgery necrology. You don't like that? Well, quite possibly the greatest EP ever fucking created. It's definitely up there, goddammit, at least in my book. Yeah, here's a question mark. Disguster666 die. What is that shirt King's wearing? Looks like brutal stuff that he wouldn't like. Let me go to the video a little bit. What is he wearing? I don't even remember. Uh, I can't. Yeah, it does kind of look like. Funny you say that. It does look like a band, like kind of more of a death metal band that he probably wouldn't like, but he's probably friends with them or something. Maybe he does like them. I don't know. Freaking Slayer, damn! You should have put the deer in headlights, Dick in the mouse face in the intro. Did Reaper help you with the intro? No, Reaper had nothing to do with it. It was Francisco. But the deer, yeah, Francisco just put that together months ago. But yeah, the deer in headlights, Dick in the mouth one probably would have been there. What's another one people like? Maybe I should do like maybe an updated one. Like I didn't even give him the clips. That was just something he spin all over the goddamn camera. What the fuck am I doing? That was just something he came up with on his own. Like just from I was probably doing the channel for like 3 months at the time, so he just went through past videos. I didn't send him anything, just that I guess he thought was suitable. But maybe I didn't even do the deer and headlights stick in the mouth that time. I probably did at that. I don't know. Maybe I didn't. But yeah, that's probably a good one to add. I agree. And they got Luciferian Souls loving the goddamn intro. Richard Sanderson, I need to meet King Fowley in Ottawa on Monday. Yeah, they played up there at this point now. At least that's probably one of them. On the Canada shows they did with that bulldozer. Should you get to meet them? Let me know. Put it in there, goddammit. Super Vomit, J-Dog question. Am I on the right channel? An intro and interview? Got that right, brah. More to follow, hopefully so. But keep in mind, too, some guys don't want to do interviews. I've asked. There's a couple asked, like, I don't really want to do it. They're either just camera shy or whatever. So, like another great one would have been, and I wanted to, would have been Will Romer. Would have been perfect. Could do Roger as well. Roger would probably be more. Well, I assume Roger would be more up for it. The reason I'd want to get Will is because you can't really find anything on YouTube with him even like just shooting the shit, forget it, even an interview, at least put it on there. Like, I saw one little clip that's like 30 seconds long and you can barely hear the goddamn thing. That seemed was in the last few years. But I just thought that'd be cool for Will because there's like nothing for him. You can find stuff with Roger at least. So I want we'll see. And when I hung out with Will, I didn't ask because it was kind of, I don't know, I guess I could have, but I mean, I didn't. Nonetheless, I did. It doesn't matter what the fucking reason was. I didn't. But the next time they come back, well, when I said bye to Will, I was like, yeah, see you in the next 10 years. Oh, no, it'll be sooner than that. So hopefully they do something the next year or two, and then I'll hit Will up ahead of time. That's what I did. That's probably what I need to do, well, assuming I have their contacts. Like I could do it for John McEntee for next in town. I did it for Harvey. I said, hey, I texted him like 4 days. I was like, when you get to Cleveland, would you mind doing shooting an interview on my channel? Yeah, sure, man. Maybe if they had the heads up, they'd be more kosher with it. So maybe I'll do that with Will. Maybe if he has an actual heads up, he'll be more into it rather than just throwing him right on the spot, right? So that's probably what I'll do. But hopefully it don't take too much longer for them to get back around here. Because that is one I would definitely like to do is Will Romer. I'm sure a lot of you guys would probably like to see that too, right? Paul Krabs, J-Dog, you sell out. Got a fucking theme song showing highlights from previous episodes interviewing King Fowley. What's next? Lightning and scripts? Just playing, yeah. He was yeah, I liked it. You know what I mean? Like I said, I've had that intro for several months now, just never used it because couldn't figure out how to how to fucking upload the goddamn thing with it to add it to the videos. Melomano Society. Hey Justin, I read you're doing again a new repress of some deceased back catalog. Any plans to do repress of October 31 albums? Thanks, Hector. We maybe. I mean, because yeah, I guess they are kind of a while ago since we did them. The thing is, October 31 doesn't sell nearly as well as Deceased, so that would be the one goddamn issue of doing it is supply and demand, making sure that enough years went by that where there's more demand. But yeah, if you like heavy metal and shit, and you're talking about all these older guys and shit, I don't know what the fucking problem is. Especially the Fire Awaits You the first time. I think that's a total goddamn banger by October 31. So if you don't know that, I go fucking check it out, goddamn it, because I know there's a lot of you motherfuckers that don't know it because I see the goddamn sales, I see the stats, and the stats say you don't fucking know it. So get out there and fucking check it out, goddamn it. Cat Shades in parentheses heavy metal picker. Jesus Christ, dude, I love your video titles. Yeah, you never commented on my shit before, Brahma. At least I've never seen your user ID. Have you watched the Trey Azagat DUI dash cam video yet? Oh, God, I have not. I can't wait to watch your reaction to that. Maybe I should watch it and give my. Again, I don't know how to do the fancy screen thing, put it up on the screen and watch at the same time, but I can watch it and give you my overall thoughts and reviews of it. Maybe I'll keep that in mind. Trey Azagat DUI dash cam video. That's what it's okay. I mean, I'll maybe search it sometime today and give you a based on what you ask it too reaction and knowing Trey Osgoff, Mr. fucking Pokemon. I'm sure there's some laughable ass fucking shit in there. You know, goddamn well he ain't talking metal or busting out metal. I mean, for fuck's sakes, the guy got rid of his inverted cross tattoo. That tells you everything. And then the Marilyn Manson album. That tells you everything you need to know about that motherfucker. But I'll give it a watch, and if nothing else, it's probably worth a good laugh. Yeah, shitload of comments on this, but not very many questions, as I kind of knew there might be. But I wanted to go over on this video for you guys to kind of give you updates of what's going on too. Like I said, the whole interviews and why that came and the intros, everything. So instead of answering everybody one by one, plus King answered a shitload of people, I figured, okay, when I get to that video next in line, which we're here. Goddamn, it takes a long time to get to it. Hey, how's it going order, guys? And not to mention, rather have too much material than not enough. Nevermore rules. J-Dog how can Disgorge release a 30th anniversary edition of an album that came out in 1997? Oh, I don't know. Did they say they're doing a 30th anniversary? If I said that, that would be probably just me just misspeaking, which I do several times on my cameras, say titles of albums and etc. This is just me babbling on fucking just on a whim here, just, you know what I mean? But if they actually said that, 30 years of Disgorge, then yeah, go back to school, bro. You get your math checked. At best, 25 years. Metal Musician 6996. J-Dog, cool intro and video. Would be cool to see more of these interviews. Paul from Embalmer would be a good one. Yeah, and I could easily get Paul. That's no problem. I have his fucking phone number, talk to him, and see him at shows all the time. And he shows up. Shit, he's probably at more shows than I am. The only shows that he's occasionally not at that I am, it seems like when Embalmer's out of town doing shows, because very rarely is there like a death metal show or something that he's not at. Very rarely. So I see him all the time. He doesn't live that far from me either. And I've been to his place. He's never been to my place. We've lined up, well, I guess we never actually had an event, but I can even technically even go to the point of having him in my house and have some type of interview with them. So then the audio would be much better too. You won't have that's the only problem with the as you saw with the King Fowley. Same thing with the Matt and Ross is there's a bunch of fucking canoes in the background talking because we're in a it's a big fucking show. Well, not a big fucking show, but for an underground, there's a lot of people there, so I mean, I can't tell everybody, get the fuck out of here. And, while I talk, I mean, there really wasn't a quiet place to do it. That's the only issue with these show interviews. But hey, what can I do? It's what the fuck we got. You know what I mean? But it's up for someone like Paul. I can actually get it to where, yeah, it's just like I'm living in my house or some shit. So that he would be like him, Athnar, Don. Those would be very, very easy ones to do and get. So those I could definitely say are for sure doable. Yeah, so Diabolical Funk, same thing. Great video. Would love to see J-Dog conduct more interviews. So yeah, it does seem like the general consensus that I didn't know if it was just because it was King Fowley and just throwing his name in the title and it's being interview that's what got the most views, or if people like interviews. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, we'll see if I do 3, 4, 5 more interviews and one gets 1,000 and King's is up to 10,000 at that point, then we'll know it's more like people are just more interested in what King Fowley has to say rather than just anybody. We'll definitely see with Exhumed too. You would think theoretically it should get similar amount of views, right? But yeah, if they go, especially if they're going over well and you guys really like them, then I'll continue to do them. It gets to the point where they're getting less views than even the ones I do just sitting here, then I'd probably just continue. I'm like, well, fuck, these are more of a pain in the goddamn ass, and nobody fucking cares. But so far, it's looking pretty promising. It looks like you guys do fucking care, so I will keep them coming as long as I can. As far as people there is worth, that I can do it with, that say yes, and then I have anything to say. That's another thing too. Another thing that I'll do is what I want it to come off as. I don't want it to come off all interviewing. You ever look at all those interviews on YouTube, obviously. And it's always been a thing, even before YouTube, if you'd see, I guess, what were you watching on VHSs or whatever you'd see it on? I don't remember. But, yeah, so how's the tour going? You don't even ask that. Who gives a fuck how the tour's going? What are they going to say? Going like shit. Unless they had some, like, funny-ass fucking story that happened on the road, which they never do. That's a stupid question. To me, that's just a fucking, that's a hired gun behind the camera fucking poser that doesn't even listen to the band and not an actual fan. Like, that's just such a generic ass dumb question. How's the new album going? Those type of things. I ask shit where I try to do it. Well, I don't even try it. It's just organic because I don't go in there. Even when I told Harvey, I was going to sit down. I'm like, I didn't pre-think anything. They literally just sat that we were already talking. Man, but let's just start. I just I was like, all right, man, this is what the interview is going to be like. I was like, let's just fucking hit record now. Oh, yeah, okay. I was like, because that's all it's going to be. I was like, I didn't pre-think shit. I want to come off as a conversation like you guys were there too. And I'm not going to ask stupid shit like, how's the tour going? That's because it's a lame ass fucking question. I'm going to ask, about who's your fucking favorite bands and shit that people kind of maybe can relate to or are interested in, or ask about previous albums, what they thought, or favorite album, the catalog, things like that. Just real questions, not dumb shit. You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys. I'm pretty sure there's some of you guys that notice that too. You ever notice that in interviews where you're like, this guy's fucking horrible. Why are you asking just completely irrelevant questions? You got fucking Lord Aramon on a Dark Funeral, and you're asking the dumb crap. Why don't you ask him about something? You're like, hey, sorry, are you really a Satanist? What do you think about Satanism? Or is it just for the band? You guys, the fucking Slipknot, a goddamn black metal. Ask him funny shit, cool shit. Not how's the tour going? The fuck do you think he's gonna say? He's gonna say going good, some shows better than others. He's gonna give you the generic response. Who fucking cares? But they all ask that. I'm like, this another fucking interview wasted. Perfect fucking waste of an opportunity. See, people are saying awesome interview, awesome. So it seems like they liked, like I said, that's how the Matt one is too. It's just us having a conversation. You know what I mean? Obviously, there's questions in there. There's definitely questions in there, but it's more so a conversation. And that's why I want to go in just blank minded, not pre-thought anything. Just go in there like it's like that. And that's why also, as far as some of these guys with interviewing, it's got to be somebody I can have a conversation with. If it's just somebody's got a personality of a fucking 2x4 and I barely know much about them, like let's just say if it was like, I'll be honest, if it was somebody like Dave Mustaine or something from Megadeth too, if I had the opportunity to interview him, I'd be like, I'd probably be kind of quiet during the interviews. I have nothing to ask this guy. The only thing I'm kind of curious is it true that you're disappointingly a fucking born again Christian? That's about the only curious question I have for the guy. Outside of that, I don't know. Why are all these albums suck so fucking bad? Especially these later ones. First two are good. A couple after that are it's okay, solid metal. Didn't do much for me, but I mean, I would have it would suck. I would have to script that because I'm like, I got nothing to say to this guy. But there's a lot of people that fall in that category. I'm like, I don't know, because I'm not that big of a fan or don't know much about them, or they just don't seem like interesting to me whatsoever. Um, I would, yeah, I was like, so that I would have to script something in that case. But those would be the ones I wouldn't be interested in doing an interview with. You know what I mean? Especially even if it was a guy like, let's just say whoever's playing, not to throw anybody out because I don't even know who it is, who's playing bass for Incantation currently. Like, would I interview that guy? Funny thing is, it might be somebody I know. I probably wouldn't, just because I'm like, I don't know this guy. I don't know anything about him. Well, let's just say the bad example for Exhumed, like the new kid, the guitar was, I think his name's Sebastian, maybe, in Exhumed, who he's on like the last two albums or whatever. I would really have much to say to him. You know what I mean? Because I don't know anything about him. He's younger. He just joined the band the last two albums. Other than just like, how did you get involved in Zoom? Meet these guys? Questions like that. I wouldn't like doing interviews like that, just because, like I said, it feels scripted. It wouldn't feel like a fan doing it for fan reasons. That's why the other ones would come across as like, I'm actually legitimately curious. I'm not just asking for the camera, and that's how I wanted to come across. So yeah, that's it for this one, Devils. I kind of think I hit all the questions because, like I said, I was made it to the top here. It's just people commenting, which is about what I suspected because there was nothing to be asked of me. And if there was, it's mostly probably for King. So, but in there, more interviews. It seems like what the consensus is. Let me know realistic fucking picks of who you guys want in the future. And no, I'm not doing anything fucking elaborate like fly to Texas and interview so. Well, I'm not fucking doing that, man. If I'm flying to Texas because I'm going to Texas and he's there, sure, I'll do it. But when their ass gets to Cleveland. So it's that, and keep that in mind too. So yeah, realistic goddamn fucking picks. Of course, yeah, do corpse grinder shit. Love to, but I mean, am I going to get an opportunity to meet the motherfucker? He's pulling King Diamond these days. He's hiding backstage, so probably not. So, anyways, put in the comments, questions, concerns too, everything else, and I'll get them answered right away later. God damn it.